Okay, so if anybody's watching this out there, hit me up with a comment. It's coming live, it's working. Keep going. Yep, there we go. There's my doggos. There's my doggos. Yeah, so if you guys are watching out there, go ahead and shoot some comments. I'm trying to learn something new here. We're going to do something a little bit different. You guys have been watching all the shows we broadcast and all of that, but a few people have asked us to take them a little more behind the scenes. Oh, you love bullies. Me too. That's Nugget and Mr. Smalls. Okay, so this is what this is going to be. Every once in a while, I'm going to come on here and take you through a day in the life of the craziness that is Cycle Source Magazine. Right now we're out in the Source garage to answer that question. This is what the actual Grease and Gears garage looks like. Various projects going on. Won't that hurt? Yeah, it will. It will hurt to go on a day in a life with us. There's the Bone Daddy that needs a bath. The Ticket that needs the motor finished. Bike's back from Daytona, getting cleaned and charged. In front of the machines that I need to get working. Here's a project that we have going on. Just picked up this 89 FXR, I believe it was. And really cool stuff we got planned for this. We're going to do a little performance-based deal. Got a ton of great parts. Which bike is your chase bike? Yeah. Well, this is the sad tale about that. If there was a bike here that I was going to take on the chase, this would be it. This is my 1949 Panhead that's called the Ticket, and it's homage to Dr. Hunter Thompson, buy the ticket, take the ride. But you can see in this area here, we're missing some stuff. So it's going to be ineligible for the chase this year. Yeah, like I said, man, I'm going to take you guys through a little bit of the stuff that we're doing. There's another 49 Pan up here that we're working on. This is actually going to be the 25th anniversary bike for Cycle Source Magazine. There's a transmission that goes with it down here. And Roger from Thailand, what's up, buddy? So the 25th anniversary bike is going to be the 49 Panhead. If you look up on the wall over here, this is from my brother Mondo. This beautiful narrow 18 over Springer. We're going to match it up on this frame that's up for repair and chopperifying. This is this year's Twisted Tea bike. You guys probably know we do a lot of the bikes behind the Twisted Tea brand, the giveaways that they do from year to year. It started with this one up here, the Tea Chopper. But that's what's going on in the garage. There's a whole bunch of my junk. But what's happening with the magazine today is we're finally home from Daytona, and believe it or not, we're only home for like a week at this point. And that means that our entire life is upside down, more than normal. I had this great idea right before Daytona that we would take the opportunity to build a studio in the office, so a static studio. This is our studio inside the Sprinter van that you guys have seen us doing stuff in. We do our shows and live reports and stuff. The problem is this portable studio audio and computer bolted in, and that doesn't seem like that much of a pain in the ass until you get back off the road at, 15 minutes until showtime, and you have to unbolt the whole computer and drag it into the studio. So I'm going to take you guys down into the studio. We're working on the new setup, but I'm going to warn you, this is what it looks like when we first come home. We unpacked a 34-foot trailer and a 20-foot Sprinter van, and it is from end to end of our house is just, and there's Mr. Smalls. There's Heather in her poor office that's just been a disaster.
The dumping ground. My office is the dumping ground.
Poor Heather. Now, yes, now Elwood, we're going 52 floors down. This is the entryway. A lot of our cool stuff from over the years, the memories. This was this is the tank I took my mother's ashes to the Bonneville salt flats in.
Show them your artwork, honey.
Okay, so let's go. 52 floors down, below the street level. And this place is a disaster too. So this is the new studio. Actually, we already have used this once. We made a couple more refinements to it. And you'll see that's the new deal. And it's this. This is all the problems I've been going through for the last couple of days, but we got it figured out now. Everything's working good, so the next couple shows we ought to be able to see that. There's peeking out behind the wall is a painting I did of Teach a long time ago. There's a lot of my artwork in process. There's something I'm working on Panhead Billy. There's Xavier playing the drums. My guys from the Sinners. My poor road equipment waiting to go out and be used. And then the other side of the office, just like Heather's, is a complete disaster. The truck just threw up into my space. So yeah, that's what's going on down here. Pretty much got the new studio, so now we can run in, you know, asses on fire, actually do some live stuff without tearing everything apart. I forget sometimes how, like, man, over the years, all of this stuff that we did. There's Bobby Seeger peeking through the back wall. This scene from The Broken Spoke. This was a moment in time back in the day. And if you go down this wall, my boy Seth Leibowitz painted this one, but there's, from left to right, me, Brother Speed, Ray Ray, Billy Velvet, Billy Lane, Paul Cox, Tattoo Duke, Billy Badass, Aaron Green, Ferguson, Constantine, and Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man. But looking over that whole scene in the foreground is Jay Allen, his famous cowboy hat, and his famous flame pan head. That was a moment in time right there. There's Kiwi Mike kicking an Indian, Brother Speed and Charcoal. Anyway, you guys aren't tuning in to see my dumb shit that I do on artwork, but this is where we spend a lot of the time putting the media together. I thought you guys would dig a quick little tour of that. And yes, hundreds and hundreds of those totes over the years, packing and unpacking. We always make the joke that we're really just glorified truck drivers. That's what we actually do.
So part of the reason it's such a disaster is that...
Wait a minute, let me come up here. Heather has something to say. Turn the volume down.
Oh. Part of the reason it's a dump and runs, well, not even a dump and run, but it's a dump situation is because we came home and it's deadline. So it was literally take out what we need and put your ass in the chair and work on the magazine. So, for those of you who subscribe or wait for it to hit the newsstand, we are going to print on Wednesday with a new issue. It'll get mailed the following Monday. Don't call the office and ask me when you're going to get your magazine. Ask the U.S. Postal Service.
Bastards,
Just
right?
kidding. Bastards. They are my arch enemy right now. So, we try not to live in the disaster zone.
Listen, stop apologizing for everything being a mess and explain to everybody, because today's topic is what it's like to come home from events. Because Heather and I, like, if you guys don't know this, and I'll take you and show you in a minute, we basically live on the road for a few months at a time to do all of this stuff.
I think it's actually easier on the road than it is at home. Because on the road, you have what you have, and that's it. You don't have a closet full of clothes, storage units, and yards to mow, and you have what you have in your camper. And it's so much easier. So much easier.
Yep.
Like, I come home, like last time we were out for 3 months, I got home, stepped out of the truck, and I was immediately overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, I have to do this, and I have to do this, and gotta fill.
And let's clean this, and let's what do you think about,
blah, blah, blah,
let's
blah.
extend the bedroom.
Chris slept for a week. Don't tell me I'm lying.
Mr. Smalls, everybody needs good sleep, right? All right, I'm done with you.
Fine.
We do make a great good team. I always say that I was lucky enough to find a woman that's as crazy as I am. She's at least as crazy as I am. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys real quick and just show you. This is our mobile command center that we tow behind the Sprinter. And when we're set up at events, like when we were in Daytona, we live in this thing, and this becomes our office and house. So this is, no, those aren't underwear, those are masks for places where we have to have masks on. But at the back of it, we've kind of redone this whole area, and this becomes our desk. And I want you guys out there to imagine working around the clock that far away from your wife weeks in a row. But this whole thing slides out. It makes a nice big area in here. It's a little less of trailer life, but it's still man invaluable. To be able to live out in this stuff is the only way to really get the whole picture of it. So we're blessed that we can. So yeah, man, that's today's mission, is to get more of this shit unpacked, start getting on some of these projects. We have a deadline that we have to be conscious of the whole time it's going on, and about 100 new things that we're planning on releasing any time now. So I'm going to try to do this stuff. I'm going to see how it goes. I used to watch our dear late brother Charlie do this stuff all the time, and I'm for sure, before anybody says it, I'm never going to try to be any kind of replacement for Charlie. Charlie was one of a kind, but I'm going to try to show you guys a little more of the behind the scenes and the craziness that we go through, and see how that goes. If you dig it, cool. If not, tell me to shut the hell up. We'll go back to that. But with all the bike projects and everything that are coming up, this ought to be a lot of fun. You know, we're going to start probably next week tearing this thing down, you know, figuring out what we got to do. I mean, it's an Evo, but it's still an old Evo, so we're probably going to want to go through that motor and tranny and clean them up a little bit and see how that goes. That's right, motorcyclism. Whoever said that, man, thank you for bringing it into the show. That's awesome. One of the next moves we're going to do is this here, the Twisted T-bike for this year. We're headed out to Mr. Jeff Cochran's place, and we're gonna try to do the little drop tail stuff that he does to the frame and make this into a cooler motorcycle. So that's it for now. I'm gonna sign off for a little bit and maybe wait until the shit's really hitting the fan in Heather's office. and then I'll just pop in, bring you guys live, and show you how she gets when she's pulling her hair out. Let's go see. We'll end it with Heather.
I'm listening to you.
Nugget is not impressed. All right. Sign off for me, Lulabelle.
Sign off. I don't even know what to say. I can't believe he showed you the disaster of an office. If you guys have questions, when he does this, if I'm not too crazy, I will try to monitor comments, unlike I did today, and answer your questions for you.
Somebody said I'm going to be on your shit list. I told him I'm going to...
He lives on that list.
Hey.
So, no, like, I'm his rainbow chaser, so a lot of days he is on that list, but I've never met anybody that's got such great rainbows to chase.
Oh, Jesus. I'm a motorcycle bum. All right, man. Till next time, we'll bring you back here in a little bit with the day in the life. Oh, look, it looks like I have horns. I could be the devil.
You are the devil.
Till next time. Well, convicted felon Smalls. Did you guys hear the story about Smalls? He got kicked out of doggy daycare for beating the hell out of a lab. Don't you feel bad? Don't you feel bad that now we can't take you to doggy daycare to see your friends because you can't behave yourself? Huh?
Jack wants us to bring him on a road trip to Arizona.
All right, man. We'll see you guys in a little. Thanks for putting up with our dumb shit. Go do something motorcycle.